Hello there, my name is Retro. The first time seeing my channel, I used to talk about animation, and today we're talk about the spin-off series of Villains called Little Rescue Comic Issue 4. This is basically the breakdown and some little news from straight up the creator of Villainous, Andy. But for right now, let's break down the fourth issue. We left off when Sunblast noticed Peace actually break down the gates of Miss Heath's home, and he noticed one of the leaders of Peace was his former coach, who taking the lead from this sort of mission, because Peace will alarm someone break down the door of Miss Heath. During this, you see the conversation of Coach and his teammates. Coach is talking to one of his assistants, Agent Omora. She was said everything is ready to actually break in the door of Miss Heath. The coach said, "Let's go, let's break in." So they actually break in inside Miss Heath. At that point, Coach said, "Break in teams and spread out somewhere inside the house." And they called Ancient Amora and Ancient Cricket to follow the coach where all the cameras actually is. During this point, Sunblast saw it was the coach and freaking out. Like, this is my chance. This is to fix everything. He is my teacher. He will listen to me and understand and fix this. He turned around to Mouse. He actually told him, "This is the greatest day of my life. Everything will be fixed. Everything will be the same once again." Dropping Mouse on the floor and all the ancients hearing a squeak sound. And everybody keep asking why Miss Heath has a rat problem. Someone like her level, that you think she'd be wiser to actually de-infest rats in their own homes. Who would have thought? During this time, you follow Coach, Cricket, and Ancient Amora inside the camera room. Amora actually studying all the recording tapes, what happened in the last couple of minutes, and she noticed something very interesting, that each room of Miss Heath actually has a camera installed except for the main room. Cricket says something interesting, that he responded, "That's sort of strange. I mean, why you have all the cameras each different room except one? It just doesn't make sense. Why is that sort of odd? What she had in that specific room?" Now the coach automatically respond to Cricket, say, "Do not question Miss Heath. She is our queen. She must be respected at all times, especially in front of me. I don't want any sass or questioning of Miss Heath." During this time, Ancient Amora actually caught something on recording. That would be Sunblast. Cricket kind of respond, "What happened to Sunblast? Why he's so small?" At least it sort of explained what actually happened to him. Coach responded, "It seems his strength is sort of get rid of his heroic, attempting to break in Missy's house." Ancient Amora, go alert the rest of the men and search down Sunblast. Now he is a level 9 threat. Hunt down inside the house of Miss Heath and look if a small cream or crop of small holes of a rat will fit in. And on top of all this, alert or a higher ranking Sunblast is now a threat. Coach turns around and tells Cricket, "Destroy all the evidence and make sure nobody knows about this." Cricket responds like, "I don't get it, Coach. Why we have to hide this information? We should not easier, help Sunblast? No, he's now a threat to our queen." And you hear Sunblast behind the scene screaming, "No!" The coach removes his glasses and you see the pink vibe of his eyes. He's now full control of Miss Heath. And coach says, "We must protect our queen." And Sunblast said, "No, please, no!" And the comic ends there. Now let's talk about the cameo, Easter eggs, or theories about the issue. I think the first one is automatically Cricket itself. When he removed his mask, I was sort of surprised because it's sort of rare you see the hero's face, at least this soon. But it's something sort of interesting. He kind of looked like inspired by the design of Iron Man. So specifically the alter ego Tony, they look very similar. But interestingly enough, he was not inspired by Iron Man, Tony Stark design. He was actually inspired by one of the animators who helped of the other movie called Cantanilla. That is an animator called Emilio Arris. He's basically the one who helped this sort of not independent, it's more like straight to home video animated movie based on a character of Day of the Dead, sort of inspired. But interestingly enough, Andy actually worked on that project. Specifically, he voiced one of the side characters. So it's a little bit fun facts if you want to know. But anyway, something that is interesting, equally interesting, is the fact what they point out, they have the specific rule of Miss Seed that she doesn't have a camera. We don't know why. But at the same time, it's sort of odd if you don't have a camera there. Why is she hiding there? There is basically all her chemicals, all the dealing she does. We don't know, but it's something that's sort of interesting to wonder. Now, I also was sort of surprised of the character of Ancient Imora. That character design reminded me so much of Catanino, the animated movie that Andy actually worked out. I guess he was inspired of that type of body type and also features. I feel maybe he sort of copy paste the character, but at the same time with a loophole, because Cantanilla is basically a dead character with bones, so I feel it's sort of kind of safe to use her skin as a replacement character of this series. Once again, it looks very similar, but at the same time, a little fun fact. Now let's talk about something more interesting, that the famous believe that Sunblast will turn officially evil for at least this a run, because they think what has sort of position he is, that he probably make deals with Black Cat or a different villain just to help him out to find Femnombra. But for right now, we don't know. What do you think? You think Sunblade will cross the line and actually help or ask for help for Black Cat or one of the villains? Tell me down below, let me know. Let's talk about a little bit about the new news from Alan. He actually going to Guadalajara in an expo. This expo, he was kind of signed paperwork or signature if you want for fans, and also spit out more information what coming next of Villainous. Once again, it's just sort of fun facts, a little bit of news. Hopefully he spit out maybe new books, or at least talk about the next 5 episodes, even actually could come out anytime soon. Our next news that Andy dropped, that he does confirm Cricket and Sunblast actually are kind of frenemies. They actually are well known to each other and friends, but we don't know what is the line of friendship. If they're just frenemies or if they just know each other. He was being a little vague, but once again, you have to wait for the next issue to confirm is how friendly they actually are. Okay, our final news and a minor news that it really is, iAnimation is the people who are dropping Dementia Tips, last couple of versions of it. They dropped another Dementia Tip, but interestingly enough, they actually used Sunblast as their little short. But once again, there were no clues, no drop hints, or anything. This is kind of unusual. I feel this was just sort of promotion of the comic, but at the same time, the last 2 Dementia Tips, that were hidden numbers, plain sight, to be used for something. Once again, we don't know. We don't have new information or anything. If you want to see these shorts or Dementia Tip type of shorts, is on Facebook, and you can find some on YouTube. For right now, that's all the information we have of news. Now, I have one question. How you like this video? Do you think it's interesting or not? You like some of the mini news I dropped? Tell me down below. Let me know. I got nothing else to say. Just thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye.